Hi, my name is Amy Heisey, and today I'm going to walk you through step by step how to fold a simple origami memento mori skull just in time for All Souls Day on November 2nd or Dia de los Muertos. Memento mori is a Latin phrase meaning remember that you will die. Memento mori are visual reminders to remind us of our mortality and the lives of those we have loved. It's not meant to be a creepy thing or a morbid thing, though I can understand why it'd be kind of weird to have a skull just hanging out on your desk. I thought this project would be a positive way to remember those we have loved and to celebrate All Souls Day. Let's go ahead and get started. For this project, the materials that you'll need are a piece of paper, scissors to cut your paper with if your paper is not yet a square, and something to color with, either like a Sharpie or regular markers or colored pencils. Another art supply you might want to have is a glue stick that can be helpful for gluing down our teeth. If your paper is not already a square, the easiest way to turn it into one is to start off by folding a triangle like this, and then cutting off the excess strip on the side. And that gives you a perfect square. So after you get your piece of paper cut out into the shape of a square, we want to fold it in half like a triangle one way, open it back up, and then fold it like a triangle the opposite way. So these creases are going to help give us some guidelines that are going to be helpful when making our origami. So what we're going to do next is we are going to fold our paper kind of like a paper airplane. So we're bringing one side of the paper to that crease line that's in the middle, and we want it pointy at the bottom and wide at the top. And I just hold my paper in place and I crease all the way down the edge so it's narrow on one side and it gets bigger as you get further away. I'm going to bring my other side of the paper to that middle crease line, and I can match up my paper with the other side. I'm going to crease it so it's pointy at the bottom and wide at the top. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this top part down a little bit. This is going to be where the top of my skull is going to be. So I'm matching it up with that crease line in the middle, and I'm creasing the top. That creates the top part of the skull. You can see that right here on the example. So next what we're going to do is we want to bring this bottom point up, and we want it to come almost all the way up. There's just like a little bit of space between this crease line and how far up I'm bringing this bottom piece. So I'm going to fold that flat at the bottom, so you'll kind of have a nice triangle shape like this. We want to bring this piece down a little bit, so we're leaving a little bit of space, like so, and we're folding it straight down. So you're going to crease that, and this is creating where the mouth's going to go. So then what you're going to do is you're going to flip your paper around like so, and we are going to start to work on the teeth. So we want this bottom piece, that's going to be our teeth, come up. We're leaving a little bit of space, that way we have room for all of our teeth. And this top point that's coming up, it is lining up with my my crease line right there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece and we're going to be folding it up and down kind of like an accordion. So I'm folding it down first, and the top is lining up with this edge right here, and then I'm going to fold this piece back up so it's lining up with the teeth down at the bottom, like so. And then I'm going to fold this point down one more time. So it should line up with that part of the skull, like that. So that creates my teeth. But you might notice that it's a little bit bouncy. So if you want to, you can grab glue or like a glue stick, and we can glue down those teeth. That way they stick a little bit better. So once your skull is all folded, we can use a Sharpie or a regular marker to start to draw in the face. So I'm going to walk you through how to do that real quick. So we are going to start with the nostrils. So I have my nostrils lined up kind of right along this crease line. So I want to do one little oval. Mine's about the size of a jelly bean on each side of that center guideline. And I can fill those in solid black. And then I can do two angled ovals on either side for the eyes. You can make them however big or small you want. Maybe you want to do a different shape eye. That is okay. So you can leave your skull just simple black and white like this, or if you want to, you could even decorate it with other colors, which is what I'm going to do now. Thank you so much for folding your origami memento mori skulls with me today. I hope that you had fun, and I would love to see how they turned out. Feel free to tag me on social media. If you enjoyed following along with today's tutorial, you can like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on upcoming Catholic-inspired art tutorials. I want to remind you that you are loved. God loves you unconditionally, and He loves your artwork unconditionally. Happy All Souls Day, and happy Dia de los Muertos.